It is time to make the noise to summon the program in. Wow, 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 wow. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Coil Quickcard, and welcome back to the Community RPG Maker project. Last time I finished off, for the most part, what I am now going to consider to be Act 1 of this adventure. We finished off everything in the tundra, in the town of Chill, and, well, now we are ready to move on. So today's going to be less of a building stream and more of a brainstorming, throwing out ideas kind of stream. This is as much of the overworld as I currently have designed. And currently, you basically exit the tundra here, so everything south of this point is going to be new stuff. But first, I do want to say something regarding the project. So I'm going to be opening up the project to anybody who wants to submit custom assets for it. So, you know, basically almost everything I've been doing so far has been done using default assets or, you know, slightly modified default assets or default assets from the previous version of RPG Maker. I want to open that up, and I want to allow all sorts of other things to be added to the project if people are interested. So I'm going to read through this to start out, and once I'm done, I'm going to post all of this onto Discord, and I'm going to pin it in case people are interested. So the Community RPG Maker project is now accepting custom assets that people may wish to contribute. Rough specifications for the various types of assets are listed below. In addition to those specifications, I have the following rules. Just want to set my expectations up front. 1. I reserve the right to refuse to use any contributed asset. Just because you do contribute it does not mean it will be used. Unless I get flooded with stuff, I'm probably going to try to use anything that people do submit. But I might not. Reasons which will lead to exclusion include, but are not limited to, nudity, sexual content, swearing, you know, so don't just make a character with a speech bubble over their head that says fuck. Or offensive or malicious content. You will have every opportunity to modify your contributions to better fit the guidelines, and I'll be happy to clarify any issues I may have. If you submit something and I say it's not appropriate, I will be happy to explain to you why you can definitely make modifications. I'm not going to try to be a hard ass. I'm not going to be a prude either, but I think it's important to understand that this is a guideline. Number 2, second rule. Original work only. I do not want to start filling this project with graphics or music simply sourced from other places. Please provide only things which you have personally made or which you have personally modified from the original substantially, enough that it can be mostly considered unique. Edits of default RPG Maker assets are perfectly fine, even if they're only minor edits. If anybody wants to submit AI-generated assets, I'm not going to be a pain in the butt about it, but at least indicate that it's AI-generated. And then the third rule for contributing assets to this, all assets, all custom assets that people contribute will be credited, and by default, they're just going to be credited by the username that submitted them. If you would prefer to remain anonymous or credited under a different name, just let me know. You can also freely update this preference at any time. So, you know, if you submit it under one username and you decide a year or two down the line that you want it credited under a different username, just let me know. I can make the changes. It's no big deal. And number 4. Anyone who contributes assets to this project retains control over them. They may choose to withdraw my use of them, modify them, or receive a copy of that asset at any time. If you submit some kind of a cool dragon to this project, and I use it, and then, you know, a few years later, you're like, oh, I actually want that really cool dragon for my portfolio or something, or I don't want it associated with this project, just reach out. I'll release an updated version of the game where that has been removed or modified as you wish. I'm not going to be trying to pin anybody down with this. This is really just about setting mutual expectations so that it's clear what I'm looking for from custom assets, as well as what you can expect from me as far as using and respecting those assets. So let's move on to the specific requirements. All visual assets use the PNG file format. The first ones are battlebacks. These are images used as the backgrounds for the battle screen. A battleback measures 1000 by 740 pixels in size. I do have a leveling system. It's just the default one built into the game. Gain experience, gain levels, grow in power. And those in the Battlebacks 2 folder are primarily for walls. You can arrange these in any combination. So what it means is that, like, the first set of Battlebacks are like this. They're basically like floors or walls or something. The second set of Battlebacks are for the walls in battle screens. So, yeah, most of the wall ones are basically just a top half and then a transparent bottom, while most of the floor ones are kind of the opposite. So that's the first type of visual asset. Second, enemies. Images for enemies that are displayed in battle. You can choose any size you want for the image. Very small enemies are roughly 82 by 104 pixels. Full screen enemies are roughly 754 by 437. There is a possibility that images with a width that is an odd number will be blurred when displayed. Even numbers are recommended. So enemies, they are just individual images on a transparent background. They've got all different sizes, all sorts of stuff. I suspect that if people do submit custom assets, it's probably going to be more stuff like this. This is about, like, as small as they get. Next up, we have faces. So, all faces sort of look like this. Images which are displayed in the menu screen and message windows. Face images are 144 by 144 pixels in size and arranged into 2 rows with 4 columns equaling out to 8 images. Not every part of it needs to have an image in order for it to work. For example, like here, this one's only got 4 images on it. The one I use for Malter's only got 2. It works fine. The program basically just cuts it into the sections and then lets you pick whichever one you want to use. So, next thing, parallaxes. Images which are shown behind maps. Parallaxes are 816 by 816. Like wallpaper, the top, bottom, left, and right sides of the image will be connected when you wish to loop the image. Additionally, parallax files will be treated as floors when there is an exclamation mark at the beginning of the file name. So this is basically stuff that can, like, appear behind the characters, like a background screen, or it can serve as, like, a scrolling piece in the back, like clouds that are rolling, or, you know, like moving stars, things like that. Tile sets. Tile sets are an absolute pain in the ass. Tile set assets have a number of additional specifications and can be fairly complex to design properly. Please contact me through a DM on Discord if you're interested in the exact specifications for designing custom tile sets. Honestly, my recommendation is if anyone has an interest in designing tile sets for this stuff, edit an existing one, or start with an existing tile set asset as a starting point. They are seriously a pain to deal with. Hello, Green King. Separate game creating question using Maker for Project. Is there a way to create a multi-room checkpoint, as I've currently spent a while trying to create a checkpoint in Game Maker? Describe exactly what you mean by a multi-room checkpoint a little more. Give me as much detail as you can. Do not worry about looking like you're spamming messages. Just give me as much detail for the system you want. Describe how you want it to work, and I'll see if I can help you out. The next type of visual assets, titles. The size for this images is 816 by 624. There are two types of titles images. The first form the main background, and the second form a frame. So these are basically things that show up, like, just for a title screen. Kind of like that. And then title image 2s are basically frames or overlays that go on top of the original title 1 image. I assume if anyone creates like a custom title image, they're probably just going to put an overlay on it, but... next thing, characters. Images shown for characters on the map. The size for a character can be changed freely, normally 48 by 48 pixels, and consist of 4 directions, up, down, left, right, and 3 patterns for a total of 12 patterns that will be arranged in the provided order. A file for one character will be arranged into 12 rows and 4 columns, totaling 8 images. So, to give an example of what it means here, this is an example of a character asset. The size of a character will be calculated using 1/12 of the width and 1/8 of the height of this file. Moreover, blah blah blah, just a little bit of detail. It is possible to treat one character as one file by including a $sign at the beginning of the file name. And by that, it means something like this. If this didn't have a $sign at the start of its file name, it would try to cut this into 1/12. But with it, it just cuts it into thirds. So, yeah, basically character tile sets. It's down, left, right, up, and then 3 animations. They can also be used just for, like, objects or... you know, basically anything you want to show up on the map is going to count as a character file. You're saying like Hollow Knight. So when you say like Hollow Knight, are you saying, like, you want a character to be able to walk into a room and then use that as, like, their respawn point? Like, is that basically what you're thinking? And then just other Nearly any other visual asset that appears in the game can also be custom made. These include the balloon icons that can appear over characters' heads, icons seen in menus, game over screen, visual overlay for various status effects, and more. If you're interested in providing custom assets of these types, just DM me and I can provide you with more detailed specifications. The part that's broken is the respawn. I don't really know. RPG Maker just uses a single, like, save load system and does not by default have any kind of autosave. So, if it was me, I would just have rooms with save points. I don't really know much about how to expand it beyond that. You can also feel free, if you wish, to submit audio files. Please use the following format for audio files. OGGs, WebMs, or MP4s. I mean, sound assets are sound assets. I can work with them, I can make them work. So, yeah, custom assets for the project, now open. If you want to contribute any kind of visual or audio to the project, you can do that. I will go ahead and actually... We probably shouldn't just bring that up. After the stream is over, I will go ahead and post all the requirements onto the Discord, and I'll pin that. In the meantime, let's actually get going with the bulk of today's project. Let's see. There we go. So, we are officially brainstorming ideas for the next part of the game. We are coming out roughly about here on the map. So basically everything here and beyond in this area is for fresh content. So I'm looking for ideas for what sort of stuff happens next. We do know we have sort of this, like, autumnal, little more arid kind of environment that I have started building. So that's going to be a thing that will exist. As far as the short term, I know that I want to add a bonus dungeon somewhere in the tundra. So somewhere in the tundra, I want to have an optional bonus dungeon, just like the pyramid from earlier. As far as mid to long-term ideas and goals, we are going to let you use Diet Pepsi to revive the gorilla with a lot of guns, who becomes the gorilla with a lot of guns the White, whose side quest has a lot of Lord of the Rings memes and ends in a choice to either kill or spare the gorilla. So that's a whole long thing that we'll have to get to. We have the Holy City, which is a holy city and graveyard. All of this is basically stuff that is related to the new city I've already started. We've also got that at some point there will be a Coke Kingdom. The root beer gods will attack the Pepsi portation grid and must be defeated. Make a mountain kingdom where the boss is a smaller mountain. A crafting recipe where you make a rat. A crafting recipe where you make a donut that gives you energy but makes you slow. A crafting recipe where you can make Pepsi stimulant, which is stronger than regular Pepsi. Some kind of a future skill for Malter Might, something to do with fizz. Also a defense reducing bottle opener skill for Malter. That's one I've had planned for a while. At some point, there will be a Pepsi Golem, I guess. And then as we get toward the end of the game, we will find out that Thatcher is the one who killed Ryu's parents, but she forgot. The final boss is named John. John's daughter Timmy is being raised as a dragon-slaying child soldier. Timmy joins the party to take down her corrupt dad. John has a dead dragon in the basement, accessed via a hidden trap door. And once the project is basically done, we're going to add Pepsi tokens all around the map as some kind of collectible. Those are the main things I have to work with right now. So, we got at least a couple people in chat now. Let's start throwing out ideas. What is something that I should have in this next area of the game map? A story, an object, a narrative, a character. Anything that can be suggested, anything that can be offered. I'm kind of wondering if your map looks like Australia. Actually, it kind of does. It does kind of have that Australia shape. I mean, if we want to preserve that, we can just, like, surround the whole thing in ocean and just call this, like, a Finnish continent. That's definitely a possibility. Then we could have, like a port town or something. Okay, that goes down to where? 6-1? Down to 6. So just go around the outline of the continent like that. And that goes to 66, which is right there. Okay. So now this entire first area of the game has been turned into a continent. Roughly. I mean, we can add some more stuff here. Let's see. We can sort of dress that up a little. Oh no, that does not look good. I mean, I think this is like a functional sort of thing to add. Just sort of decorating the water a little bit. Oh, wait. We actually have an ice variant. Ooh, that looks good. I like that. What about this one? Oh, yeah, I like that a lot better. Okay. It could be the Australian Peninsula. That's true. I could do that. There. Okay. So if we're gonna go ocean, then I'm going to need like some kind of like a port over here. I can probably make that work. Underwater highway. Ooh. Ooh, that's a really cool idea. Okay, okay. So not a port town, but a town with an underwater highway. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I like that. I like that. I really like that. Okay. So I need... Okay, I can have a little more snow that just really quickly tapers off. To like, I don't know, like a green peninsula just hanging off the edge here. Expand the water. Let's see. Okay. I think I really like this. Hello, War General. Alright, we're going to have like some nice trees along here. A couple snowy trees here. Okay. The mountains are tapering off a bit quicker than I want them to. Alright, so this is the new part of the map. Which is going to have a city with an underwater highway. So what direction is this underwater highway going to go? Is it going east, west, or south? We need to decide where this underwater highway is going and like what sort of a place it leads to. We also need to know if this is going to be like a big town, a small town, like a big city, like a fortified location. We need some idea for what this place is and where it leads to. A fortified church with a bus stop? Okay, that is now what it is. It is a fortified church with a bus stop. This could work. This is like a large singular structure. I think I like that. And we're going to put a big tree right there. So this is the area that you're going to get to after you leave the tundra. And it's this little peninsula, which apparently leads to a big temple complex. And then in that temple complex, you can access an underwater road that goes somewhere else. So now I need to know where it goes. I need to know if it's going south, east, or west, and I need to know what sort of a place it's going to. And we'll just throw a whirlpool there for no real reason. And a mountain. Alright, War General says south. Okay. So there's an underwater highway that leads from here and goes south. So what is its destination? What is on the other end of this other underwater highway? Interesting. I do like this sprite. I think it may just be a bit too big, though. Ooh. Yeah. That I think looks better. Okay, so War General, you're saying that this can be what connects to our new, like, holy town. We can definitely do that. Let me just make a couple adjustments here. Oh yeah, I remember the whole graveyard thing. Graveyard is already, like, half built, to be honest. I don't think I quite like that. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, that'll serve. Well, the Graveyard City, it is not done. There's going to be, like, a whole other half of the city that we're going to work on. And I've got a pile of notes, which significantly concern the Holy City and various things that happen there with the graveyard and the false Hydra and everything. Opnas Labs. Hey all, I stumbled upon the 6-hour episode 1 and listened to it yesterday while doing chores and then working on my game. Glad to be jumping onto a live one. Hello there, Opnas. Welcome to the project. Please, I beg of you, if you have any ideas for things you want to contribute to this game, throw them out. I really do not have much of a filter when it comes to accepting things into this project. And it is the ideas of different people that have made this such a fun project to work on. So, yes, we are looking for new ideas for things. We have just added this peninsula, which we know leads to a temple. And we know that this temple connects to an underwater highway, which goes south, which leads to this as-of-yet unfinished holy city, which is infested by false hydras and has a problem with the undead. So that is the current arrangement. So this place where it leads, are we thinking like an island, or are we thinking a continent? An island, a continent, or an archipelago. Those are basically our three good, like, options. I'm just gonna flood the whole map. It's just easier for my eyes to see it that way. And while we're at it, we'll add some rocky shoals. Yeah, we'll add rocky shoals all around the volcano island. I think that fits. A triple sandbar with whatever. Okay. Alright, so we're going for a big sandbar. Alright, so we're looking for more of like an islandy type of feel. And why don't we make it like a few scattered islands? We can have like a little archipelago here. Okay. That works, I think. I don't think I quite want desert. We'll just go for like kind of wasteland. Make it lush. Okay. We can do that. We can make it lush. Or I can go with this one instead. Okay, so it leads to the holy city. So this is going to be the holy city that it leads to. Imagine if there's a monster in the shape of a whole bay that threw zombie wheat in whirlpools. That sounds a bit intense. So how do I sort of fit this with the feel that I've gone for? Throw out some of these rocks, I think. Oh. Okay. Yeah, like that. You can have it so that the noble of the Holy Finling get her to escape from the horde that plagues their once holy land. That's a good idea. What is that? It's just like a big rock. Okay. That should work, I think. So what else is on these islands? This is an area that is struggling with undead. It might be neat if the outlying monsters are more feral. So the main island has intelligent undead, but further out, it's full zombie apocalypse. Ooh, I like that idea. there is an area populated by intelligent undead, and the more feral outsiders of that society are plaguing the holy city. So the Lich Mr. Bones is one of these intelligent undead. And we are going to have the noble in charge of the holy city is the noble leading the holy city wants your help to deal with the undead. Okay. Alright. So that works. If we are going to have like an undead area, we can have like more of like a dark island, like something a little more cursed. Pretty limited tile sets for what I want to do. But I can definitely make it work. Like for a city plagued by the undead. Bonus game where you fight on the other side in a story about how a corrupted monster just wasn't allowed to see the blight. Miscommunication win. Oh, God. I don't know about bonus games. Okay, so for undead, do we want to have, like, a big dilapidated city? Do we want to have, like, a tower? Do we want to have, like, I don't know, like a crypt or a ruin? What are we thinking for the place where the undead live? That is a much better option for what I'm going for. Inverted tower. I don't think I have an inverted tower. No inverted towers in my defaults. A floating island? I could do a floating island. I mean, that's completely doable. I could even do, like, a floating island, like, that's covered in clouds. Underwater ground palace where the necromancer or lich originated. Okay, underground, underwater, undead palace. I like that idea. We are establishing now that large-scale aquatic engineering exists in this setting. So it would make sense that undead would be able to do that as well. How do I want to go about this? I mean, I could just throw in something like that. I could do that if we want to make, like, the sentient undead very menacing. Or maybe they just have, like, you know, a certain aesthetic. Or I could keep trying to make it something more, like, low-key. We don't really know what they're like. Think of some lost ruin in a perfect shape kind of thing. A lost ruin in a perfect shape kind of thing. That's doable. We also might find some interesting options here in, like, the sci-fi set of stuff. Because if we just want, like, a water base, the more extreme, the better. It's tough to make these games stand out. Hello, Rudget. Rudigit. I mean, I could literally just stick this here. Just have, like... Yeah, you know what? This is just Blueberry Academy from Pokemon. We could just throw in Blueberry Academy. We could also go with something more like this. I mean, I've definitely got some good options. Or if we want, we can just, like, put it in a hospital. Why not both? Both? What, you guys want both of these things? I actually really think this one... I mean, we could have, like, the underwater highway, like, connect to this. Like, we could just put this here, and then have this be somewhere that the underwater highway connects to. And then we could leave this to be, like, the Lich's sea base. I think that might work, because I love how that asset looks. I really, really do. But I don't think it quite matches the feel for the undead over here. What even is this asset? It's like just a hazard sign. Got weird satellite dishes. Like a weird... Honestly, I think this is just an SCP. I think this is just the red pool. Need to head to bed. Damn near 3 a.m. Any suggestions I would make? Yeah, anything else you want to do, you can put on the Discord server. A place with satellite dishes and lots of fire. I'm going to add... Clockwork, I'm going to add that to the list for the longer term. Place with satellite dishes and lots of fire. Yes, I do have a community Discord. There should be a working link to it in the description. Suggestions for the RPG Maker project are always there. Are always taken there as well. Okay, I think I like this. So we go with this, like, kind of area. If the undead are using high tech, does that mean they have existed since before the end of the world that led to the fantasy setting? I have no idea. So... Okay. Here is my working headcanon for this game so far. Once upon a time, all the dragons lived on this island. They didn't cause anybody no trouble. Then, this island met with an unfortunate case of massive volcanic eruption. Which, surprisingly, I really don't have a good asset for. Oh. Which, surprisingly, I have a halfway decent for asset. So, anywho, my idea is that the dragons were able to, basically, just in order to survive, they had to spread outward from their island. They became an invasive species, they populated in large numbers, and they basically just ruined the world. There was not much left in the wake of the dragons. So much was lost, so much was ruined. You know, all the basically freshwater sources were polluted from just everything that was going on and all the devastation. In order to survive, people began basically purifying and producing their own drinkable liquids, their own potable liquids. And this is when Pepsi became like a central cultural figure in the world. And this is when bottle caps became the currency. Yeah. Boba never got to erase the world. So I've got a little bit of a start here. I've got a little bit of a start for what we are doing. Kind of like having this rainbow. Going to add a few bridges between the islands. So this whole area is basically the holy territory. So it's going to be a bit of a paradise. Oh! Okay, we've got watchtowers here that keep an eye on the undead areas. We have another... Okay. There we go. Alright, we've got like rocky shoals connecting them. So the idea is that under the right conditions, this area is passable. So this is where the Holy City has fortifications built to ward off the undead. So we need some kind of fortification. Some kind of, like, fort or something. We got a couple watchtowers. Let's get rid of one watchtower and stick this. If you're doing a fantasy setting and want to get the best gear for your advanced spells, I recommend looking up the new SI prefixes that dropped. I don't want it to be that big. What about like just something like this? That looks a bit hastily built. I'm not such a fan of that. If that was oriented differently... Oh! Okay. Okay. There we go. That is a fortification. Okay. That may just work. I think that's a bit big, though. So let's adjust this. Nah, let's swap those. Okay, so here we have a fortress and a watchtower. No, it does look better that way. Okay. So this area... just change the tile a little bit. Okay. And then... let's see. Okay. I know I can do something with this. Kinda like that? Yeah, these are all default assets. It's just... I think the stuff they use for the default fantasy and default sci-fi assets are all... were all made by different artists. Okay, that looks good. Do I have something that just looks good as an end piece? Okay, that works. Okay, I think this works for a military base. Or for, like, a fortification. So now that I know what I am doing here... Okay, it's not wasteland, but it is, like, stone. Okay. That goes there, that goes there, this goes there. This goes here. This... goes there. And then that goes here, and this goes there. There we go. I'm not such a big fan of that. Honestly, it works to just do like a full set of towers. And then we can have like a little encampment here. Okay, that kind of fits the aesthetic. Alright. So far, what we know is that you come out of the tundra, you go down here onto this lush peninsula, you go here, which is like a temple, which also has an underwater highway, which connects to whatever this thing is, and also to the holy city. And the Holy City is doing battle against the undead, who are over here. And there's a lich who lives in an underwater base. And this is like a big fortification that they have against it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like how almost any of that looks. Okay. We're going to do it like this. So that there's a very thin area of crossable path between them. And we're just going to go with the watchtower. Said there aren't any midstone grass tiles. Yeah, the overworld map tiles are a bit more limited. It's definitely better for building, like, town stuff. Okay. So... the next progression. Leave the tundra and go to the temple, which has an underwater tunnel leading to the thing, and also further south to the Holy City. The Holy City controls the islands and is at war with the undead from the west, who are led by a lich that has an underwater base. Okay. Let's start throwing out some let's you know what? I need a name. What is the name of the Holy City? I don't know its name. I also still don't actually know what this is. This other structure here in the ocean. Honestly, yeah, I can make this kind of tropical. Yeah, just like that. And some more like that. The land the juice boxes forgot? I mean, if that's the name you want to go for, that's the name I'll use, but... Gonna be honest, I'm not truly sold on that. Okay. So, Holy City. It is surrounded by walls. So we're abandoning like the wild kind of overgrownness, and we are going for walls instead. Stone walls with yellow towers. Alright. This looks good enough for that. Alright. There we go. This maintains the same, like, color aesthetic that I was already going for here. But now we can reasonably pass these off as, like, walls. Okay. So then, for the rest of the city, we can just have walls coming out like this. And around here. And around there. And around there. And I went for 3 high walls. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the walls continuing up to there. Okay. That should work. So, it's mostly fortified. It doesn't look great right now. But it will. It will look good. Okay. We're going to have the entrance to the city be over here. And another entrance to the city down here. And they're going to be these wide thoroughfares that intersect at the middle. We're going to have the walls come up here a bit, so that there's like a gateway or a checkpoint. Okay. I like this wall texture better. So we're gonna go with that. Okay. So we also put the walls here. That's fine. And now around the edges of the walls, we're going to put a bunch of spikes. Like that. And more around. I still need a name for this city. I still have not gotten any good suggestions for names. Okay. I mean, this works well enough. I guess. Okay. Go like that. And then like that. And now we are going to do that. Whoops. Okay. Let's lay out some towers. Wallachia. Okay. This is now the city of Wallachia. Just how many walls cities are you making? Because if it is just 2, you could go with Old Wallachia and New Wallachia. Well, Chill was already a walled city, and Spire Town... it's technically walled, but... Alright, let's put down some of these towers at the corners. Just like that. Okay. And another one there, and another one there, and one here, one here. Okay. Just a few nice little spires. Okay. That works. This part of the city I kind of want to be... Honestly, these cobblestones look neater. Whoops. Alright. There we go. Alright. This will be like a little town, like little garden area. So just fill it in, fill it in, fill it in. That's ugly. Yeah, that's ugly. That's fine. Just put some of that there. Hello there, light. You could call the underwater bridge the endearing echo path. Okay, the underwater bridge. Okay, the underwater bridge. The underwater bridge is called the endearing echo path. Okay. Honestly, if you're interested in seeing the story and checking out what all is in the project so far, you can actually do that yourself. If you go here to Quill Quickcard at itch.io, I also have a link to this on my Discord. You can play the game. Like, basically everything I've designed so far is available in the latest public release. It'll play on mobile, and it will also play... I mean, it'll play in any browser. So, yeah, any device that has a browser, it'll work. It'll work on mobile with a touch screen. You just have to, like, tap with 2 fingers is basically, like, your B or your cancel command, which is a little awkward, but not crazy once you get a hang of it. It is also free for downloading. If you want to just try it out on Windows, you can just download it. It's free. It's going to remain free. I'm never going to be charging anyone for this project. But yeah, you can go and you can play this. Like, the whole thing. All the content that is already in this game is freely available to anyone who wants to experience it. Because recapping the whole thing at this point would be a bit involved. So we've got a garden. Okay. We've got like these cobblestone paths sort of lead off just like that. I mean, I want this part of the city to be pretty, like, thick. Playing an RPG in a browser sounds like a great way to accidentally lose a lot of progress. It's not perfect. I'll definitely give you that. It does have a working save function, though. Like, it'll... I don't know exactly how it works. I assume it's just off of cookies, but yeah, it'll have functioning saves. As the project continues to advance, we can definitely find other more reliable methods of distribution. Okay, how do I want to do this? Oh. I mean, it seems like yellow is the dominant color inside of the town, so... let's just do that. Save it locally, maybe? I mean, with a different distribution, you definitely could. I mean, the one that you can download for yourself, obviously that would work fine. Yeah, why don't I, for this town, go with a bit of a different design than I normally do. Let's go for lots of long, skinny areas like this. So this is going to be like a very densely designed city, at least here in this initial part. Really, really not a fan of this. Honestly, I think this is better for all the roof tiling. Which is really unfortunate, because I'm basically going to have to redo all of the roof tiling. Which kinda sucks. But honestly, I mean, it's gonna take me, what, like, less than 5 minutes, and it'll all be back to the way it should be. It's not a problem. First, I want to make sure that I fix this bit of graveyard fencing that I broke. There we go. Just like that. And next thing, I'm going to have to get rid of all the spires that I built. Okay. No, everybody off. Everybody leave. Everybody leave. Leave. Okay. So we're going to go with this deep golden wall for all of this. I am absolutely going to lose track of where these things are if I don't differentiate them immediately. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay. Like that. And this goes here. Okay. There we go. Just like that. I hear Carmen Sandiego is making a comeback. I've legitimately considered streaming an old Carmen Sandiego game that I used to play like in the computer lab. I've considered that for quite a while. And I still think I'm probably going to do it. I just haven't quite gotten around to it yet. You know what? There. That looks better. And now we are going to go up a layer. Oh, yeah. That looks pretty good. Oh, no. Never mind. That looks terrible. That actually looks terrible. So there's no way to scale this on top? No, it'll just replace. Then I guess we'll just go with this border outline. That should work fine. It's not going to cause any troubles, at least. Okay. So this is going to be I don't have like just a neutral section. Honestly, I don't think the towers look good. And I don't think they are going to look good. So what I will do instead of those towers is have an elevated section of city wall. So that would go here. This should still give the general impression of having an elevated, fortified area. And it's going to give a little more texture to the top of the walls here. Okay. Boom and boom. Might be able to put it on top if you change the layer manually. I tried doing that, but unfortunately it kept in the transparent background. So it, instead of being able to see through it as a layer above, instead it just made everything beneath it invisible, unfortunately. Yeah, if I wanted to get into the Java coding, I could basically do anything that I wanted to with this engine. I do not have any coding skills whatsoever. So unfortunately, there's a lot that I cannot do with RPG Maker because of that limitation. Let's see, up here, like that. And yeah, I think we're just going to have to go like that, because this is a pretty skinny section of wall. I do not like how this looks. I have not liked how this looks for a while. We can fix that. We can expand the wall down a bit. There. And then that gives me enough to work with. Kegerator, hey fam, wish you success on your project. Thank you very much. If you feel like you can always stick around, you can always suggest ideas. I mean, I'm always happy to integrate new concepts and ideas into this project. It has been so much fun, just like playing around with this, with stuff that people suggest. Is that the one? Yes, it is. Perfect. Okay, put that there. Put that there, that there. Put a whole bunch of this here. And a whole bunch of that there. Okay. This is... Hold on. Needs to go up this way. How long have you been working with RPG Maker? The first version of RPG Maker that I used was RPG Maker 2003. And that was nearly 20 years ago. So I've been working with RPG Maker for a very long time. No, that just doesn't look good. There we go. That's the corner piece I needed. I really like how this looks. I think this looks fantastic. Okay. Little bit up. Amazing. Been working on a few RPG projects as a musician and sound design engineer. That's awesome. I have never had the skills to reliably develop my own assets with third-party software by any like reliable degree. I've basically just always been like default asset guy who screws around. And to be fair, considering that I have pretty much always been default asset guy who screws around. I like to think that what I can do stretching default assets is fairly respectable. Okay, let's go with the dark stone. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. This is completely outside of the area anybody's going to be seeing anyway. Have to go now, but take care and have fun with your project. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good luck with yours as well. And down we go. And up this side. And across the bottom. Just like that. And up like that, and over. And up, and up, and over, and up, and over, and across. There we go. Okay. I think this looks fairly respectable for what it is supposed to be. So let's put a couple of these here, and let's take a look at some of the new stuff that we have built today. Okay, put that there. And delete, copy. Okay. All right, continuing. Alright. So here's the world map. This looks pretty good. So you come out here. And you'll go here. Where you get to the underwater tunnel, which leads over here. And also to whatever this is. This is the archipelago, which I've designed. And here is Wallachia. Ah, okay. I see a problem immediately with the tile set I'll have to fix. So we're going to have like this kind of basic, very dense urban area. And then eventually this leads past some more walls into like another area of town. Bit of a small garden, cross the bridge. And then this will lead to kind of more like the slum. Which also connects to the graveyard. And also to the kind of rundown temple at the heart of the city. Okay. Okay, that's functional. That's definitely functional. I need to fix the tile set here. This should not be traversable. That isn't going to screw up anything else, is it? I don't think I've really done anything else with that anywhere else on the maps. Okay. That works. All right, so let's keep on decorating Wallachia a bit. We don't need an overturned car. Oh, there's actually a bus. It was suggested to have a bus that goes through the underground tunnel. There is a bus through the underwater tunnel. So we actually can just have a bus stop. But right now I want to do something with the garden. Let's put down like a few trees. And a couple smaller ones. Some nice bushes along the side. Some nice, like, curated flowers. There we go. And in a couple spots, there's going to be a bit of weeds. That's sort of important to the story here. And at least one just dead plant or dead flower. Yeah. Right there. Right there. Like, it's meant to be clear that stuff is not quite right in the Holy City. And I think the little bits like that really help to sell that. Okay. So this is a good start on Wallachia. I feel pretty satisfied with that. I still want to add another optional dungeon here in the tundra. I did build the pyramid dungeon. I did have the pyramid dungeon over here by Spire Town. I want another optional dungeon for the tundra. So let's throw out ideas. What kind of dungeon, what kind of optional experience can I have in the tundra? What should it be? Where should it be? Just any ideas whatsoever. Need to put something here. What can I do as a bonus dungeon? I mean, it's not the most exciting thing, but I could just have, like, an ice cave with a sliding floor puzzle. It doesn't have to be anything, like, as big and complex as the pyramid was. Like, 2 or 3 sliding floor puzzles get a prize. I think that's, like, a decently reasonable... a decently reasonable dungeon idea. Ooh, or why not have a couple? Why not just put out like a couple like just a couple sliding floor caves? I could put like one there. I could put one there. I mean, that would give me two little bonus areas in the tundra. That would be fine. Yeah, that's doable. Okay. And, I mean, it doesn't even need to be, like, really big. Honestly, we can just probably make it, like, 30 by 30. This will be Ice Cave 1. Snowball fight using a rhythm mechanic would be cool. That will be difficult to implement, but it is absolutely doable. I can have an event for the target, which is set to activate at random intervals of time. Okay, this would be very involved. But I can actually make that work. Otmas, you may have just given me the main event for my next stream of this game. Because that sounds interesting. And it probably would take me the better part of an hour and a half to design it. But I can do that. I can make a snowball fight. Yeah, that's absolutely next stream. That's absolutely what I am doing. Okay. Next stream. Designing a rhythm-based snowball fight mini-game for Ice Cave 2. Perfect. Okay. So now I need some nice, quiet dungeon music for the Ice Cave. Ooh. Let's pitch it a bit. Okay, that's fine. Let's do quiet drips. Okay. Alright, this is going to be the Ice Cave. There aren't going to be any enemy encounters. It's just going to be a sliding floor puzzle. So, the first thing we want to do is we want to design the path that gets you where you want to go. So we're going to say that the ultimate goal is to get here. So you'll go this way, and then up, and around. And here, okay, and there, and down. All right, this is it. This is the entire ice cave design right here. And this needs to go here, and then here, and then here, and then this is the goal. We're just going to mark that differently. Okay. Okay. We're just going to have these glowing crystals lying around. Like that. So now we need a reset point. So, from the exit, or from the treasure, you just go straight down, and then across. So there's going to be another thing here. So now we need to have reset points that can be activated. So from this block, you could go left or you could go right. So if you go right, it will set you here. Okay. And then this path will lead down to here. Okay? So we're going to build false paths in a different thing. And I have this one incorrectly placed. Okay. It's fine. Honestly, I like these snow rocks better. Whoop. There. Okay. So we have our first false path taken care of. It's just like that. Because you could only go up or down here. And then we're going to have wall here, so that you can't go this way. Okay. So there is our first bit of wall. There. Okay. So you can go up. You can go left or right. Right leads here. You can't go up from there. You can go down from here. That hits wall. You can't go right from here. Go left. Reset. Perfect. Can you tell I've designed a lot of sliding floor puzzles before? So up. Next we go here. So the next point you can go to is... from this point, you can slide this way. Whoop. Okay, you can slide to this point. This point will actually be against wall. So you go here, you slide down. From here, you can slide right, which brings you all the way across to here, which just resets you back onto the same path. So this area is now fully secure. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. So then you go here. So I do want to have, like, a bigger area of wall. Okay. So from this spot, you can go left or right. If you go right, then you would go up. Go there. Then you would go up. Then you could go right. And from here, you can go down. Which hits a reset point that goes right. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Set some more ice wall here. Alright, so now we have the solution from that location. And build a little bit of this. Okay. So then we go here, and this one you can go... back, which resets, up, which resets, or you can go down, which is solution. Okay. That goes here. So we'll put another block here. Up resets. So going here, you can go down, which resets. You can go back, which resets. Or you can go up. So this one's taken care of. Here, you can go right to the solution. You can go left to reset, or you can go down to reset. From this location, you can go down to proceed. You can go back to reset. Or... we'll just say that that's the only option for this spot. Okay. There we go. And then from down, there's only one way to go. From here, it is straight up. Okay. We have a finished... Actually, no. I need the path still, like, marked out to do this. Okay. There we go. We just mark out the path like that, and like that, and like that, and like that, and then like that, then like that, and like that. Boom. Okay. Good. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Okay. 12. So, when you walk in, it is not immediately ice floor. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so 19 is the total limit for the amount of spaces we would need a player to move when they activate touching this. So it's going to be player move forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wait for completion. Skip if you can't move. Okay. So now if you step here, you're already moving forward, so it'll take you up here and then stop you moving. So then if you step here or here or here, it will move you again. If you move this way, if you step here or here, it will move you. You can go down here, it can move there, move there. Okay. And then if you move there or there. So next location, if you move this way, you stop here, so you can go that way or that way or that way. If you move down this way, then you can either go that way or that way. If you move this way, you can either move that way or that way. If you're here, then you can move that way. If you move back here, you can either move that way or that way or that way. Okay. If you move here, you can move that way or that way. If you're here, you can move that way or that way or that way. If you're here, you can move that way or that way. If you're here, you can move that way or that way. If you're here, you can move that way or that way. If you move here, then you could move that way. If you are here, you could move that way. If you are here, you could move that way or that way. If you're here, you could move that way or that way. Okay. I think this works. That way, that way. Okay. So now let's replace all of these with paths. So there should not be any way to move anywhere in this dungeon that is not one of the places I have floor. I think. But now I need to test it. Ice cave, up, go, touch. Alright, let's test the ice cave. Do. Alright, we're going to the tundra. We're just going to debug walk through the walls. Okay. 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 All of that works. We want to systematically check every single possible location. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's one I missed. Okay, up, over. Okay. Okay, so there's a couple places that still need correcting. So how did I get here? Okay. So when we walk in here, if the player touches this, okay, I need some kind of a stop command. So if the player touches this, movement route, player, exit event processing. Okay. Does that accomplish it? Let's find out by debug walking through the walls again. Do 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 do. Okay. We're going to make this a lot smoother. Okay. Oh, we also need to turn the weather off in here. Okay. Good. Good. Okay, I can't tell if that actually stopped it because it stopped the event processing. Or... Oh. I mean, honestly, I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, as long as there's, like, a wall there, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. How do I do that? Probably like that? And then I can put an ice crystal there, so the only way back would be to step here and then go down. That would stop the movement. Okay. Then clearly the way I want to do this is that I want to have, like, a curve here in the wall. So, have, like, a curve right there. And then, like, the exit is over here. That would work fine. Okay. Okay. So I just need to adjust this a bit. Come in here, go left. So when you start the ice cave, the first thing that this one would do is quickly fade out, change player followers to off, and change stepping animation. No, turn walking animation off. And then fade in the screen. Okay. That's good. So then when you're leaving, well, okay. When you are leaving, if the switch leaving ice cave is on, then it will turn on walking animations, turn on the player followers. Okay. So then the actual first thing that this event does is turn on the switch for leaving the ice cave. This only activates if leaving ice cave is on. Okay. So I think this ice cave might work now. I genuinely think I have just fully debugged it. So I might not have to do anything else other than decide the reward. Oh my god. I don't want to fight the cold crazed combatant. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's like a nice slide. Look at that. Okay. That's good. That is very, very good. Ooh, okay. So, a couple notes on things to fix. Remove the weather inside the ice cave. Second thing, fix the leaving event. Okay. So this way goes over here. So if I go down and this way... Okay. So if that were to keep going, it would go this way. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. So that still works. Debug, 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 debug. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so I need another path active right now. That's fine. Secondly, I need the weather turned off inside the ice cave. Weather effect, none, 1 frame, wait for completion. Because the Tundra, I did switch to a corner activation, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. I do not want the snow on power 9 in the Tundra, though. Let's go at, like, 5. That's fine. Okay. So that was fix that. And then this event didn't work, so it needs to be player touch. Okay. All right, let's try it again. This is the sort of stuff that just absolutely consumes me when I'm playing around with RPG Maker. Just trying to find a way with the tools that I'm given to like make like a sliding floor puzzle work. Okay, that works. That works. Oh. That's just a shortcut to the solution. Oh, and I can walk there. I should not be able to walk there. Okay. Okay. Okay, I can fix that. I can fix that. We're gonna stick 1 here and 1 here. Perfect. So this way is like a shortcut, and I don't want it to be a shortcut. So we are going to stick this here. So go up, over, left, down. So you can either go back that way, you can go up to here, or you can go down to here, which either lets you go back, up, up, down, or here, which can go there. If you go up, you'd end up here, which goes there, there, and there. Which if you landed here, you can go there or there. If you ended up here, you can go there or there. Okay. I am pretty sure that the ice cave is now finished. And now that I have removed the paths, it should be immediately substantially less clear what you're supposed to do or where you're supposed to go. So let's do the full proper debug every possible route. So we're going to go with the tried and true right-hand wall rule. Right? Right? Right. Okay. That's right. No other possible way here. Okay, that brings you back. Good. Right. Reset event turns off trigger. That's an easy fix. Okay. So this goes here. So from here, let's try going down. Fine. So if we go up, leads us here. If we go right, leads here. That goes here. Okay. Alright, we can still reset from there. I have completely forgotten my own solution. Okay, I think it's here. There, up, over, down, left, up. Okay. Okay. So we still need to add a few more of these. You know what? Honestly, let's just surround every one of these rocks in a full ring of event triggers. Because clearly, I need to do that. We also should cover the entire walls and up to 2 away from the walls. This will cover every possible place the player can end up without me having to painstakingly try and figure out every possible place the player might end up. Because I am constantly missing places that the player might end up. There we go. Okay. Good. Now when you step here, it also turns off the leaving ice cave trigger. Okay. When you step here, below characters, player touch, it is going to turn on walking animation. So when you set here, it is going to turn off walking animation again. And then the last thing we need is a treasure. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's a great idea. Hold on. I needed more places to put like some bottle cap ore anyway. So yeah, just self-switch A. Self-switch A. That's fine. Bottle cap ore. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. Okay. So that's 2 more places where you can get bottle cap ore. And then we need like a treasure chest. Okay, we're gonna take this one. Paste it here into the ice cave. And we're going to make it a blue chest. Just like that. And I'm just going to have it give what kind of item? Oh, select item. Selects an item possessed by the party and stores its item ID in a variable. Huh. I've never tried those before. Okay, you are going to get, let's say, 1,500 bottle caps. You found 1,500 bottle caps. Okay. And then also a Diet Pepsi. You found a Diet Pepsi. Take away the gold. And we're done. We have a finished ice cave. Do 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 do. Okay. Do 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 do. This is not activating. Oh, right. It doesn't activate until I do that. Okay. That's fine. We go up, over, down, down, right, up, over, down, down, up. We get a Diet Pepsi, bottle cap ore, bottle cap ore, bottle cap ore, 1,500 bottle caps. That is really good. And then we can leave just fine. Okay. Yeah, that's an exit event processing. That should not be an exit event processing. That should just be another one of those. Okay. There we go. We have a finished ice cave. And now I will just add an NPC right here. And they'll just look like Kerr. there are a couple of hidden caves out on the tundra. Perfect. Okay. And I think that's going to be it for today's stream. I designed an entire ice cave out on the tundra with a sliding floor puzzle and some good rewards. I have a plan for a second ice cave, which is going to have a snowball throwing minigame. We made considerable progress on designing the world map. We now have the next area where the players are going to be going. We have a very good portion of the next main city hub built. And I have got a bunch of good notes for the next stream and some other stuff I can work on in between. So I think I am satisfied for now, honestly. Yeah, that's where I'm going to end it. If you want to, I do have a Discord for the community. You can find a link in the description, and there's a whole page there for the RPG Maker project. Drop ideas, have discussions, anything you want. I also will be accepting from now on custom assets if anyone wants to produce anything custom to be added to the game. The requirements and the specifications for those, I'm going to post on that channel in the Discord right after this stream is done, and I'm going to get that penned. You can feel free to DM me if you're interested in designing something specific, or if you need something clarified, if you have any interest in designing custom assets. And yeah, I should be doing my next RPG Maker stream next week, and it is going to be starting with and probably mostly focused on creating and then thoroughly trying to debug a snowball throwing minigame. So thank you all so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. This is one of the more successful streams I've done in quite a long time, actually. And I will see you all on the next one. And now it is time to make the noise that summons the end cards. Wah, 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 wah.